Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is gonna hit you like an uppercut to the throat. It's not gonna be nice. It's gonna wake something up inside of you that's been waiting for that one message, that's been waiting for the activation required to send you like a fucking rocket out into space, like a bullet out of a gun towards your potential, and finally embracing what it means to actually be you. This may really bother you. I'm just warning you now. It may really bother you. But ultimately, this video, it is critical that it finds you before Christmas, because your giftedness is essential for the world to evolve. If you're gonna sit there and be selfish with your potential and waste your fucking life away, making the wrong decisions, eating the wrong foods, drinking the wrong shit, smoking the wrong shit, choosing to waste your fucking time, you're wasting my time. You're wasting everybody else's time. Man, we need you out here. The world isn't just gonna change because we're sitting back and letting things happen. There are people who are making choices for everybody else, guiding the outcome of humanity towards an AI-controlled civilization where people are gonna be fucking robots, essentially. They already are. Look at how it's rolling out, man. First they start you off with the wearables, and then they go under the skin. And then they start to change things out inside the body, like maybe you have a robotic hand, and it all becomes normal to us. And then all of a sudden we're integrated with technology to the point where you don't get to talk to somebody when your card doesn't work at the grocery store anymore. It's just a computer that says, fuck off. You don't have what it takes. No groceries for you this week. Like, that's what the world used to be. That's what the world could be. You're having a hard time? Well, maybe the guy in line can help you out. Maybe the cashier has a couple extra bucks and they could buy your family some fucking groceries. You know, but this is what's gonna happen, guys. They're going for a cashless society. They want to implement the social credit score. What are you gonna do? What are any of us gonna do? We have to band together, and you can't just fucking sit over there wasting your time thinking that it's all just gonna play out because you feel that it will. You gotta take the action necessary to create the change in the world that you want to see. Are you changing yourself? This is a checkup. This is an accountability message. And I don't mean to be a dick about it, but I just know that the people on the other side of this are the people who are just like me, who are waiting for that person. I wish I had myself in the position that I am now to look back at me when I was in my younger years and say exactly what I'm saying to you guys. Like, you are so fucking important. Don't you ever doubt that. Stop doubting it. Do what it takes to get rid of that doubt. This channel is not just a channel where I'm going to speak about these types of things. I give you the methods necessary for you to go into your subconscious and reprogram your mind, reprogram your body. I'm a subconscious reprogramming expert, for God's sakes. I'm an advanced level theta healer. I've been doing podcasts. I've been doing healing for years. I've been doing the group healings. I've been leading meditation groups. Guys, I'm giving you the info. I'm telling you. I don't mean to toot my own horn too much there, you know, but I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a credibility check for myself. Like, I've been hosting a meditation group and a subconscious reprogramming group for over 2 years now. And I've been doing this work for 4 years now, doing hundreds of sessions for people and doing even more sessions on myself and discovering so many different methods of how to reprogram your mind and what's the most effective. And I create the meditations and I leave them on this channel for you to go and do the work on yourself. I'm not just gonna say, hey, come buy a fucking coaching program, come do a one-on-one session. No, go onto the channel and use all the free resources available, because I'm giving you guys everything you could possibly need to do the work on yourselves. And it's time to stop being so selfish. It's time to stop playing the victim. I just gave you the choice. From 0 to 7 years old, you exist in the theta brainwave state in the majority of the time that you're alive, because your subconscious is taking in the information of everything that is happening in your environment. Every single sense is downloading together, harmoniously, the experience of that moment into your subconscious, building the programs, which are the beliefs that you hold about reality, about yourself. that are going to play out for the rest of your life and control who you are unless you go in and you address them. And if you haven't done this, if you have not done this, I promise you that there are unconscious behaviors that are playing out in your life that are stopping you from becoming the greatest version of yourself, and it's time to let them go. It's time to let them go. And it's okay to do it. I know it can seem so scary to think about the life that you want and all of the stuff that stands in between this moment right now and that version of you who is doing all the stuff that you know that you're capable of doing, but you keep holding yourself hostage. You keep holding yourself back from accomplishing these things. I know it can seem like it's an impossibility. I've been on this journey for 10 years. I've been to the point where I was thinking about killing myself every day for months. I was at the point where I was walking to the knife block, ready to pull one out and put it in my neck, thinking, I wonder how badly this could hurt me. How would it hurt? What would it do? I want to find out. This is how I was thinking. I was there. I've been in the shit, man. And maybe the message is a little too harsh. But I don't, unless I'm talking to you in person, it's hard for me to just bring about that nurturing nature and say, and help you navigate what it is that's limiting you. So I hope I'm not coming across too harshly. It's just, man, you need a wake-up call. And I don't know who's going to give it to you in your life. So maybe this is that slap to the face that you need. You have greatness within you. Greatness. I'm talking global leader level greatness within you that needs to be unleashed, that needs to be seen, that needs to be felt, that needs to be heard in our world. Your song needs to be played. Your speech needs to be heard. Your art needs to be seen. So what are you gonna do from this moment forward? Are you going to allow yourself to continue to choose to be a victim of life? Or are you gonna say, fuck that? It's time for me to take control of who I am, of what I put in my body. Are you seriously going to allow yourself to continue to damage your body by choosing the shitty foods? Are you going to choose the shitty liquids? Are you going to choose to not exercise? Are you going to choose to endlessly scroll all the time? Are you going to pick up a book and learn about the things that you want to learn about? Are you going to switch to podcasts instead of mindless music? Are you going to switch to meaningful music instead of mindless music? Are you going to switch to good water? Are you going to switch to intentionality with your everyday? Because you are capable, you're so capable. And you've got to stop trying to convince yourself otherwise. Because you'll win every time. Do you see? Because you are the creator of your reality, whether you exist in a state of victimhood of thinking, no, I'm not. Look at all these external circumstances. Look at what my life is. Look at the hand I was dealt. None of that shit matters. Everything that is going on up until this point in your life, if you were hearing this message, is nothing but a part of your story towards greatness that you can share with the rest of the world later on when you move past the insecurities of the shame and the guilt and whatever else that you might be experiencing because of where you are right now. You don't need to hold on to these things anymore. It's time for you to let it go. The ability to do so is on this page. The meditations to do so are on this page. If you don't know how to do it, if you have other methods, do it. Brad Yates, tapping with Brad Yates will change your life. And now that I have mentioned him, you have been given a choice by the universe. The next time that you are feeling so angry, the next time that you are feeling guilty, that you are feeling undisciplined, that you are feeling lazy, that you are feeling judged, go tap with Brad Yates, whatever you're feeling, in the search bar, and he's got a video for it. I guarantee it. And if it's not exactly what you type in, he'll have something pretty damn close to it. And in those moments, you can transmute the energy that you're experiencing and come back to that place of balance and continue to make the choices out of your greatest potential. And see, if you are listening to this message, I know that you are choosing that all the time. And you might feel like everything is just crumbling still. Like, what the fuck is going on? I keep choosing my best self. I keep choosing to do the meditations. I keep doing it all, but it just doesn't work out for me. It's because you have to keep going. And I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear, that you just have to keep going. But if you give up, then you've made the ultimate choice that it's not going to happen for you. Then you're telling reality, I don't want what I was put here to do. And you can create that reality for yourself. Don't kid yourself. Reality is full of infinite possibilities. Your life is an infinite possibility. You can choose to fuck up everything if you want to. And I say fuck up as in just live the life that you don't want to live. What life do you want to live? If you don't know, if you're uncertain, get clear on what you don't want. And then the opposite is what you do want. There are so many tips and tricks. If you have any questions at all about what it is that you're going through and how to find clarity and how to come to a place of feeling empowered, anything that you could possibly want assistance with, please leave it in the comments and I will get back to you with the response that is so fucking helpful. You'd be surprised. Like, this is the thing, this is who I am, this is who I've always been. I've helped so many friends before I ever became a subconscious reprogramming expert. Before I became an advanced level theta healing practitioner on his way to becoming a theta healing master who's going to be learning breath work, like to actually instruct breath work, to instruct the theta healing, to instruct EFT tapping, to instruct the emotion code and all these other different methods. I want to do the meridian activation method, the Eden method. I want to do all of this stuff and I want to master it and I want to come back and I want to provide all the value I can to everybody. This is who I am. I'm the guy who's been exploring this stuff for 10 years and shares every single thing that I have ever learned, shares every teacher that I have ever learned from, that shares every method that I have ever gained, that assists me in my own awakening, that assists me in continuing to push forward, because I've been to that brink of destruction where I was ready to quit on everything. And I have a wife and a daughter while I was going through this, where I was thinking about killing myself, where I was thinking about giving up on life, on them. How selfish. Now, this may not be the message that you're expecting to hear before Christmas, but it needed to find you, especially if you've come to this point in the video. The greatest gift that you could possibly unwrap is the realization of who you are. And in realizing who you are, you will realize that the situation that you're in your life is one that can be changed. And it's one that you don't have to wait for anybody else to do anything about. It is just up to you. Do you want to change it? Will you stick to the choice? And that's what I want this community to be here that I'm building, is a place that you can come to, a place that you know you'll be supported in your journey, because we're all going through the same shit. You see all these people who have massive channels, who post healing stuff all the time, who post philosophy stuff all the time, spiritual philosophy, whatever, and they never talk about their problems. You don't think that they're going through stuff? I guarantee you that they're going through stuff. We're all going through it. And some of us have been through it. and are on the other side, like myself, of that victimhood mentality where I just continue to allow myself to crumble into it. There was literally one day, there was a moment that came where I actually finally made the decision and everything changed about my life. You can come to that moment too. You don't need to be saved. You are the Savior. A true Savior isn't somebody who does everything for everybody else. A true Savior is the person who shows the others that they are capable of saving themselves. So much I want to say to you. I feel like that's it though. So, I hope this wasn't too harsh. Because I love you so much. And that's all that this is about. When you see the people that you love suffering and making the wrong choices that are hurting them, and you can see that it's hurting them, and you know that you have the ability to change their fucking lives, that you have the information that they need, that you have the insights that they need. When you're there, when you've been through it, you just want to give it away to everybody. And I really don't want to be coming across as some cocky prick either. I just want to help people. And I also want to make it clear that I've been through it, that I know what I'm talking about. And that all I want to do is help. And I will, in any way that I possibly can. Everybody that comments on this video, you're going to get a response from me. A detailed response, a heartfelt response. A response that's going to help you figure out what the fuck is going on with your life, so that you can find your clarity, so that you can find who you are, so that you can take the next steps in your life. And there will always be another video coming out. Okay, I gotta end it here because I know that the message is over. Happy holidays. I hope that this maybe gave you that kick in the ass that you needed. I hope that this awakens something within you, and even if it doesn't click right now, maybe it will in a couple days. Because that's the funny thing about this journey, is it doesn't necessarily all happen in the moment that we hear the message. You ever had that happen to you, where somebody gave you a piece of advice earlier in your life, and then something happens and you finally realize what it was they were talking about? Because information is but a potential. You are but a potential. But the result of your potential is 100% a consequence of the choices you make, and only the choices you make. You got this. You'll be alright. I love you.